Well, a lot of bodies hit the floor in this week's chapter of Bleach. Jesus fucking Christ. Like, we just got so many people just either fucking owned or just out of the fight just immediately from what it was. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it's like, when we first started this chapter and we got to see, like, we see the rest of the Stem Rays, like that fucking tranny zombie one, and you get to see, like, the one with the weird mouth power as well. It's like, you watch fucking Body, that's no shock to me. It's like, but kind of felt a little bit like, oh, we're just writing these out, but let's find a good reason. Oh, they're dead, like that. It's like, really, like, we didn't think these guys were going to do, honestly, anything. I thought, to be fair, when they first was going to arrive, I thought they were going to help Bazby through his fight, but, no, they just got literally just one-shot in, like, a panel like that. We didn't even see, we didn't even get to see him get one-shotted. That's how, like, bad it is, but we found a lot more interesting why it was more of a one-sided fight in the, like, chapter with Bazby, and we get to see that you watch, like, actually gave, like, Harshwell the actual power to see into the future, and he's just like, yeah, this is a fucking incredible power to even be able to see in the future. And I got a little bit of nostalgia from, like, when we got to see, like, Ichigo and the rest of the crew just getting fucking lost and shit, like, just throughout this entire area. And then when we saw him, it's like, it kind of reminded me of, like, Soul Society. He even had, like, that one fucking four wannabe, like, there, like, just trying to find him, and it's just, I don't know, I got a little bit chuckle. It's been a while since I've actually had a little bit of a fucking chuckle. And that also as well, that piece of shit that Grimjow was fighting as well, fucking dipping and diving like a motherfucker. Like when Grimjow just found him, he's like, oh, by the way, you can just have this. See you the fuck later. And he's just like, he slashes it, and of course Grimjow, that was a fucking mistake, because that was a little ball of poison, and it's like, yeah. That's what you get for, like, not respecting that shit. And then, not to mention as well, when you got to see the sniper guy as well, I don't know what the fuck happened then, but it actually seems like we had a fucking death right there. Because we saw a bunch of, like, the vice captains and all of them, like, charging in, and it was like, yeah, do you know what? Like, that's, you just got fucking owned, just like that, and they just fell on the fucking ground. Like, that was a fucking, like, I don't even know. Is he fucking dead? Like, I don't even know that. Like, when the fucking sniper Stern Raider just took him out, it's like, I don't even know what really happened with that shit. Like, to be honest, like, I'm really curious as well. Like, if anyone could actually clarify, is the guy dead? Like, why is Captain dead? Or, like, I need to know about it, like, if Hisaki's dead. Because I remember, like, they were building up for a long while that, like, he actually did manage to achieve the Bankai, and I feel like, well, he was there training there, like, with fucking, like, Hitsugaya, and I'm wondering, like, and Renji is, like, I'm really thinking about, like, why would they just take him out of the story if he was, like, supposed to be something else, like, he's, like, or is this just another thing where it's, like, they're just gonna write them out, or, like, I'm kind of curious about that. It's like what exactly that was, but it's like, hey, let me know in the comments section down below, like, if you got fucking he's dead or not. And then not to mention as well, with Kenpachi and Mayuri taking out one of the other fucking Stern Ritters that we see, Kenpachi just straight up slices him and just has his fucking arm just like completely fucked up just by taking even one slash in the head, and it started like growing, like a bulging, like a fucking, it kind of reminded me of a fucking one of those bloodborne parasites. It really looked like that, and I was like, okay, let's just see what's gonna happen. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm more curious now about the chapter. Finally we got the main character. This is the biggest issue I've had. Like, now we finally got the main characters back in the series like that, and it's like a lot of them getting taken out like fucking flies. So I'm very curious to see where this is going to go from now, especially with the chapters we've been getting. But it's like, this was a really good chapter. I did enjoy this one, like, this week. And it's like, I know I've been losing like a little bit of the interest with Bleach for the most part, but it's like, this one, it reminded me a little bit of old Bleach. It, like, with little bits of the comedy here and there, a lot of things happening, and it was like, I felt this is a good chapter. But I do have to say, the kind of them just get the Stern Raiders getting written off like that, and the whole confusion about, you know, Hisagi as well, like if he's being dead or not, we kind of need a little bit more clarity on that. Otherwise, I give this a solid 7.5 to an 8. I thought it was a really good chapter this week. But that's all from me, so thank you so much for watching as always, and I'll see you guys next time.